Everybody, welcome to Britpop Chat. You're me,
Hello.
BP1 and BP2, and today we are looking at British versus American refrigerators.
Right.
Hey, why not?
This is gonna all right. So first thing to note, I guess, is the size. But all right. Well, we'll let Mr. Who is this? Lost in the Pond. We've done this man before, haven't we?
We have, yes. He's quite
interesting.
a funny chap.
Yep.
Ex-British, lives in America. I know a lot of our subscribers said, "Oh, glad you sort of watched him." So we thought, well, we'll watch him again.
Okay.
And yeah, let's just get into it and see where he starts to go with it all.
Hello, I'm Lawrence, and I'm on a quest to uncover all of the memos that Britain and America lost in the pond, and one of those memos pertains to kitchen appliances. And you may remember 47 years ago, in the winter of last year, I did a video titled 5 Ways That British and American Kitchens Are Very Different. And to this day, that video remains one of the greatest videos in the history of YouTube.
He sounds a bit like him as well.
Words.
In fact, he doesn't sound like Sean Pegg. He sounds like his mate.
There was one crucial element that was frozen out of the video: refrigerators. And so consider this video an addendum to that video. But of course, I'm in my studio. We can't very well have a hands-on video about refrigerators.
Why not?
Because I don't have one in here yet. So team, let's put everything down and follow me. Yeah, I've been in the studio for about 2 weeks, so it's good to get out of there and do sort of more relatable content, you know, while I walk to the other wing of my house. And 3 hours later, I've made it to the kitchen. On my left is the refrigerator. Please ignore the picture of the red London bus. I'm a bit lazy and haven't put it up yet. I'm not going to show you the rest of the kitchen right now because the camera lies and you might get the impression that we haven't done dishes because we haven't done dishes. But in the immortal words of Sir Winston Churchill, let's look at the fridge. And I know what you're thinking, he never said that, but in our defence, we were working on 2 scripts at the same time and they merged. This is the fridge, a good old American fridge, or should I say, a freezer on top of a fridge. It is a mess inside. I just want to show you something that's inside my freezer that you won't find in most British freezers. So it's a special ice making machine inside the freezer, and as you can see from this, you can either set it to automatic or not. And let me tell you, this is the first time that my wife and I have been living alone.
Right. Sorry, mate. Don't mean to pee on your fire or anything, but I've got an ice maker in my
Ice Baby?
Yeah, I've got a beautiful Ice Baby ice maker. I can have water, I can have crushed ice, or I can have normal ice cubes. Yes, we did. We spent a bit of money a few years ago and bought ourselves like a double one. So we've had the traditional single fridge freezer.
Upright,
which is normally the opposite way round. Fridge on top, freezer underneath.
Yeah, and that's quite a small freezer.
That's a tiny freezer.
Yeah.
But so we just didn't have enough. You know, the kids were getting older and more food was being consumed. So we've got the double one now. So we've got the freezer on the left and the fridge on the right. But the freezer has a built-in ice thing to it.
Ice Baby Maker.
Ice Baby Maker. But we didn't think we were going to use it, but we do. We do use it quite a bit.
Okay, so
really,
there you go. First one debunked. And I mean, okay, let's crack on. Let's see what else
he's going with it.
Together,
Winston Churchill said.
And when I'm sitting alone in the living room at midnight doing, it doesn't matter what I'm doing, and that thing goes off, it scares the bejesus out of you. It starts making a mechanical sound accompanied by banging, so it's not dissimilar to the sound of thieves.
Yeah.
But I have to say, with
do
summer on the
that,
horizon,
don't they?
I am excited to use this to make iced tea and to simultaneously avoid all of the angry comments from British people. And if you've been watching this channel now for a while, you'll know that this ice making machine is very much in line with America's obsession with ice cubes. Famously, Britain hasn't really embraced ice cubes like America has, even in hot summer months. So thank goodness they embraced air conditioning. But
Rubbish.
There's one other reason that American...
That's wrong as well. Well, it is. I mean, even before I had an ice thing in the thing.
Ice Baby Maker, yeah.
Ice Baby. Everybody that I know would go get the little ice cube tray, fill it up.
The little tray, yeah.
And a bit, you normally do it with warm water because it freezes quicker. Pop it in. And normally it's because you would forget that it was there more than not actually want it. Because on the summer months, I'd always go, get the ice out. Bashing it out on the draining board.
Find that you hadn't filled it up the last time you used it. 3 days later you'd have to go back in
that
there.
would be annoying, wouldn't
worse.
it? Oh yeah,
Nothing worse
yeah.
than
Get the ice cube out, and there'd be like one left, and you'd be like,
and I mean, especially in movies, American movies, they've always got a massive ice maker down, in the motel or something. Go out and they fill up the ice bucket. I mean, we can buy bags of ice from supermarkets and so on and so forth, but it's not a massive thing over here to buy ice, is it?
No, you don't really buy the ice, but I wouldn't. Like where he's just said, Brits don't really care about ice as much. I suppose again, it's personal preference. Overall, I don't know anyone that wouldn't. People always got ice cubes in their freezer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say freezers are more likely to be equipped with ice making machines, and it has to do with size. As is a common theme on this channel, everything is much bigger in the United States, and that includes this refrigerator. Just like the state of Alaska, it's been proven that this thing is 7 times larger than the UK. To be clear, this is just the freezer. There's a whole bigger section down below that's the main fridge. And on a side note, everybody now knows I do my videos in my pyjama bottoms. In Britain, fridges of this height do exist, but like accurate Winston Churchill quotes, they are rare.
Is he trying to paint us all as muggles or something that we still live in the dark ages?
We are normal modern British people. I mean, Winston Churchill's not something that, great leader in the war, great motivator.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2022.
Yeah, Bulldog Britain. And I did see that again. Funny how these things pop up.
It's not that I've got a Winston Churchill.
I thought he was going to bring his fridge in then. Bust. A Winston Churchill bust.
Well, if that's what they're called, I just call it an ornament.
I did see today that a hotel that had an original picture of Winston Churchill found out that it had been stolen and a fake had put in its place.
Fair play.
I think it's this one here. So yeah, I mean, my fridge downstairs is, it's not as wide as that, but it's as tall as that, and my fridge is above my freezer. It's a half and half. So,
well, put it this way: my fridge freezer is much bigger than his.
Yeah. So I think he's just making us out to look like fools, like we don't. I
think he's run out of ideas. To be perfectly honest with you, he's winding us Brits up.
My experience growing up, and that of many other British people, is that the fridge is so low down that it fits under the kitchen counter.
No,
this might be accompanied by frankly.
Let's just go back and say yes. I've seen those in the 1970s. Before I was born, I saw those. So that doesn't exist anymore. You'd be hard pushed to go anywhere and see something that was... small. You get one, and normally it's an additional one under counter. Yeah, but not what he showed there. A little tiny one, and then another... I mean, come on. We're not Eskimos.
Eskimos?
Well...
They got massive freezers, haven't they? They
what
outside,
I mean is like... I don't know. What is this?
I don't know. Let's not go down that route because they're Inuits, aren't they? Well, you can get under counter ones, which like I say again, you'll have half a fridge and a half a freezer next to each other under your counter.
Yeah.
But if they were stacked one on top of the other, they'd be as big as that. So, I don't know.
God, he's making us out to be backward.
Tiny freezer in which you have room for a bag of frozen chips, a box of haddock, and some chalk ices, but then what more do you need? And I know what you're thinking, ooh, Lawrence, why the disparity in size? And it's because the pandemic has been unkind to my waistline. Oops, I just remembered we're still talking about fridges. Well, there's a few reasons for this. Firstly, Americans tend to buy in bulk more than British people do. In fact, when I first moved here, I was stunned to find that people routinely brought home 25 bags of shopping in just their boot trunk. Additionally, it's worth pointing out that Americans are more likely to store things like bread in the freezer, taking up space that Brits are less likely to use in this manner. In Britain, our fridge-freezer combinations are typically smaller because, number one, we buy in smaller quantities, though admittedly on a more frequent basis, and number two, Britain doesn't have freedom. And so at this point, let's head back to the studio so that I can...
Sorry?
I don't know, mate. I don't know where
Brits don't have freedom. I mean, right. So he's probably right. We don't buy in bulk as much.
No,
we buy what we need for each week.
our shop's right next door. We haven't got to drive an hour to get to the shop either, have we?
No. If I want to get to my local shop, I'm there in less than 30 seconds where I live.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do shop more often.
Yeah.
We shop for what we need for that week, pretty much. Yes, I do put an extra loaf in the freezer.
Because you never know when there'll be a loaf shortage.
No, you never know. Like toilet roll, I've got plenty of toilet roll in my freezer as well. Whoa, there's nothing better on a hot day to have a nice cold loo roll between your crack. Wow, you know.
You think we're going down there?
Well, we may as well.
I don't know. Yes, but we haven't got freedom.
They've
taken away our freedom.
Yeah,
I don't know where he's going with this. He's
Can't
making
go
us
out.
out to be complete backward peoples.
Yeah.
I mean, buy in bulk. Well, you buy in bulk. I mean, there's only 2 of us and 2 dogs. So I mean, I don't buy in bulk for that reason.
But what do you buy in bulk that you would put in the fridge freezer? Because the fridge,
Chicken wings.
Yeah, but your fridge has only got, refrigerated food has not really got much longer than a week. And what you buy fresh, freezer, I understand, but it's frozen. You can get it out whenever you want. So I don't quite know why you would buy. What you would buy? Let us know in the comments. What do you buy in bulk that you put in?
Well, yeah, but you say that. I mean, when we went to America, we went and did a shop because we were sort of doing self-catering. And, where we'd buy a sort of litre of ice cream, you couldn't buy anything under about 10 litres, so everything's on a massive scale as well,
Right.
So you can't just buy a bag of, 5 chicken wings. It'll be 55 chicken wings. It's kind of everything's upscaled as well. So
well, we got we chicken nuggets and chips and stuff like that. We have to buy big bags because we've got no option. They don't do little bags that's going to last you a couple of 2 servings. But anyway, let's keep going.
He is making it final but crucial point.
Right.
I don't know, just put it with the other letters from Churchill's estate. So I want to finish this video by talking to you about 2 words. Deep freezers. We've all seen them. It's those freezers that you find in the vegetable section of some supermarkets where you open up the garage and the food comes up and down as opposed to in and out.
Yeah.
I mean, it can still go in and out, but as opposed to a regular fridge which can't go up and down. Anyway, in the UK, the only time I saw one of these, in addition to the supermarket, was in my shared university campus kitchen. And the most enduring memory I have of that is I once put my jeans in it, and I haven't spoken to my dorm mates since. But in the US, I've noticed that deep freezers, particularly in larger family homes, do often crop up in people's kitchens, in addition to the type of fridge freezer that you just saw. And I suppose it can be hard to imagine why anyone would want to freeze that.
That's what I thought of that. Sorry, it just came out. We'll leave it in, whatever. He's got a point on this one.
Right.
Yeah, ding ding. He's got a point. So the only time I ever see them is in Iceland. Do you remember Iceland?
Yeah.
Or like he says, but some of the biggest supermarkets have got the slider either side.
Noodles, yeah.
I've never seen any one of those in anybody's house. Only in movies where they've cut up people and put them in.
I have, but they tend to be out in the garage normally.
Oh, in the garage, yeah, maybe some people have got them in the garage, but I would say in the standard
with car parts in them, generally. They're not
even switched on.
No, it's just got car parts in there.
Got bird feeders and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you get people that like foodies that like to make stuff, or jammies that they'll shed loads of jam and freeze it in there or something like that. But on a daily basis, no, you don't normally see that in a general home over here. Mainly because the shop's round the corner.
Yeah, it is around the corner. Yeah.
Food. But not only do Americans buy in bulk more, when there's not a pandemic going on, they have housewarming parties, graduation parties, Thanksgiving. Basically, any excuse to have the whole family round every week.
Yeah, couldn't think of anything worse.
Yeah, we don't.
That's it for this episode. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok at @TheLawrenceBrown, and be sure to subscribe.
We've never had a party, I don't think, in this house.
No?
No.
Okay.
Oh, well, when I say party, we've had a little, well, I suppose, like a little get-togethers on birthdays, but not like...
Massive art, yeah.
Never had more than about 10 people in my house.
No, we don't seem to
we don't really
go
do
down
that
route.
sort of thing, really. Well, we've never done as a family too much. I don't. You know, maybe when I was younger.
Attended them. Yeah, I haven't really
Yeah.
hosted them, or if I have, it's been sort of a dual hosted thing. But right, I'm not quite sure on what to sum up on that one. Whether he's getting away with making tarnishing all Brits with being a bit backward, I'm not quite sure. But
well, there's not a great deal. There used to be a bit of a difference. You always used to say, we're getting American fridge freezer because it was double the width.
Yeah.
I mean, what he showed me there is not even what I would class as an American fridge freezer.
No.
I class the American fridge freezer as a double opener shut, which you see in most programs and everything. There, he's just got a slightly wider fridge freezer than what you see in Britain with the freezer on top.
And the freezer was tiny, so...
Yeah, interesting.
And half of it was a nice ice baby maker. So, after all of that, mate, I'm not quite sure where I stand on that one.
No, let's just say that I think they're very, very similar nowadays, and there's not a lot between it, regardless of what Lawrence, the red-eyed glass man, says. So,
Yeah.
There's not a lot. I don't think.
A bit of controversy on that one.
Yeah. Well, let's see what else we've got out there. Let us know in the comments anything you want us to react to. American stuff, British stuff, what's changed, any videos you've seen out there you might think, these guys should watch that one, see what they think of it. Let us know. Yeah, and it's really hot today. It's baking. It's
hot
horrible.
And sticky. Get some ice.
Yeah, go get some ice. Yeah, why not? I can.
Indeed.
I can get crushed ice, Lawrence. Can you get crushed ice? No, you can't.
If he crushes it. Yeah, so there we go.
Sorry. No, he's good guy. All right.
Yeah.
Until next time, it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from him. Ice Baby out.
He's a 20th century boy.